Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Chappie.
I am consciousness. I am alive. I am Chappie.
So I really love Neill Blomkamp. District 9 is pretty much universally loved. Elysium had a little bit less enthusiasm, but I personally also loved that one. So I was pumped when I saw Chappie on the release schedule for 2015, and then if you recall, it was in my top 10 most anticipated of the year. So, did it live up to these high expectations? For the most part, yes. Chappie delivers the intellectual sci-fi movie that I've come to know from Neill Blomkamp. It has deeper messages underneath the artificial intelligence issue. So he fully rounds out the AI debate. The positives and the joys that would come with creating a sentient being that is made out of scrap metals, but also the very real dangers that also come out of that. And in this case, it's the dangers of the people that get their hands on it. And I thought that was just done in a very fantastic way. But what I loved even more is the underlying message of nature versus nurture, of how hard it is to break the system that you're raised in. And even something so innocent and so pure and meant to be so good can be turned into something much less desirable just from the way we're raised, and how hard it is to actually break that cycle. So it was done in just such a sophisticated way. It wasn't bashing you over the head. It was more subtle than Elysium, I would say. And I just thought it was a beautiful story. Now, the artificial intelligence part did remind me a little bit of Short Circuit, like I thought it would. But it was so funny. It was great. You connected with Chappie. He took the proper time to really connect the audience to our main character, as well as the human characters. And you were along for their plight. You understood their struggle, and you got angry at, I think, the two villains of the movie. Speaking of, I thought all of the actors were great. The South African group was wonderful. And this was shot in South Africa, so I was so pleased to see a diverse cast of South African actors and talent right there. The music is used from that South African group that stars in the film. Dev Patel is great in our lead role, and Hugh Jackman is wonderful. I thought he was great as the main villain. And then Sigourney Weaver, she's good. She's not really given all that much to do, but nice presence to have there. Yeah, just growing with Chappie was fun. It was emotional. It was everything you want from one of these black sheep artificial intelligence stories. But this definitely is not a perfect movie. So there are some really unbelievable parts where you have to completely suspend any sense of reality here to go along for the ride. And one of those is the ending. I would have said I absolutely adore this movie, loved it, if the ending didn't leave me on such a cold note. While there's a hint of believability in there, it also leaves the door wide open for having no consequences. And now we basically have no stakes involved in the story, all because of what happens at the end. And I wish I could go into further detail, but I don't want to spoil this movie for you. Just know that after a very heartwarming, tugging on those strings kind of film, we're left with a happy-ish ending, but that leaves you very cold and leaves you kind of shrugging. And this is the final thought people have as they leave the theater, and that's just not what you want to end on. But really, other than that ending, I would be nitpicking. Is this a complete groundbreaker of an artificial intelligence story? No. It goes by a lot of the conventional plots, takes you through the story as you kind of guess it would, but I think it adds in that nature versus nurture element that I haven't seen in any other artificial intelligence story up to this point. So I thought that was great. It's not completely your standard, but it's not completely original either. It'll make you think, it'll entertain you, it has great action shots. If only that ending were a little better. But I definitely recommend you go see Chappie this weekend on the big screen, make it a night out kind of event. It's worth it. So, that has been my review of Chappie. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click like down below. Subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. And comment in the section down below. Are you excited to see Chappie? And what is your favorite artificial intelligence film? Let me know either in the comment section or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!